This is a What's the Tea exclusive. I just watched that Fright Fest of an episode, and I'm now lactose intolerant, and I am Shangela. Shangela is me, and we are you, Mariah Carey. I also have a lot to say about why milk is safe as Celine Dion with black hair, but we'll get into it. This is my Celine Dion impersonation tonight. Bye. Hi dolls, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Logan Hardcore, and for this season of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 3, every week I'll be coming to you with the What's the Tea recap. Every week I'm going to be bringing you my top 5 favorite moments of the week, my shade of the week, my favorite look on the runway, my least favorite look on the runway, which will always be Milk until she's gone, and my predictions for next week's episodes. So, last week we were just getting back into it. I've kind of held back a little bit, but this week, as we all know if you watch this episode, there is a lot of shit to say and a lot of tea to spill. So let's just get into it. The first favorite moment of the week for me was Shangela as Mariah Carey. From the moment she found out she was going to be Mariah Carey till the end of the entire episode. When she was the last one onto the runway for rehearsal, she walked out in a fur coat as a boy, with sunglasses. That's method acting. That is, and the fact that it annoyed Milk as much as it did made it that much more fantastic. If you're gonna play Mariah Carey, you have to be that character. You have to be the diva. You have to have Todrick Hall hold your hand and walk you down the runway. She did everything right, and if you can get under people's skin that easily, 1, they have no business being on that show. 2, they shouldn't be on a reality television show. And 3, maybe it's just starting to sound like I hate Milk because, well, as we all saw this episode, it's completely justified. Shangela then, in the actual challenge, was phenomenal as Mariah Carey. Yes, she was set up to have the most jokes. It was clearly favored as a character choice. And if you know anything about reality TV, they didn't just all happen to have these costumes. Ben de la Creme did not have a Julie Andrews. Well, she might have, because that's just who she is. But they would probably told them the 3 divas that they would want to do, and they brought those choices. So that leads into Thorgy just thinking everyone and anyone is out to get her, including herself and somehow Bob the drag queen. She is still talking about Bob. She is convinced that the editors, the producers, RuPaul, everyone is out to get her. Girl, they brought you back out of everyone they could have chosen, which I still don't get. They brought you back for this chance, and you just fucked it up, blew it, and signed your own see you later papers. You were given Stevie Nicks, who is legendary and iconic, and then said she wasn't, and then you said she's known for being a witch and did nothing about it. I am like Aja. I would have had a cauldron, a magic wand, a broomstick, and you just stood there and looked like one of those things outside of a used car shop. It was horrifying. You made New York drag look bad. You made Brooklyn drag look bad. You made yourself look bad. And the constant, everyone's against me, I'm not getting enough time, I'm not getting this, I just can't. It's too much, it's bothersome, and you wonder why you had 4 gigs after you got off your season. If that. One of my things with Thorgy, because she's one of my favorite moments, was just her against everything and everyone against her. That exit message on the mirror, drawing a penis, directing it towards Shangela, and just having such blatant disrespect. You didn't know if they could air that or what the editing was going to have to go. That's how you get producers to hate you. But, you know, she said in the room, I don't know how I'll act if I am the one you choose to go home. I can't promise how I'm going to behave or what's going to come out of my mouth. That's what came out of my mouth. Like, inside vomit. It came into my mouth every time you spoke. It was horrible. She was horrible. And speaking of the most horrible, Milk. Milk as Celine Dion. I'm just going to clarify this right now. Celine Dion doesn't have black hair. let's all just take a minute to look around and realize Celine Dion does not have black hair. She also, if you're going to be doing an iconic, legendary diva, you should choose a look that people are going to recognize as that diva, not the Met Gala look. You should have worn a white pantsuit or come out on a cardboard fucking Titanic. I can't. These people are being given the opportunity and given the material and are just failing it. So Celine was just a disaster and a bomb to begin with. One of the better moments of her this week was when she said, I performed at a gig as Celine Dion for the person that did Celine Dion's wedding's cousin, sister. I mean, the list went on and on. I, myself, have performed in a venue as Celine Dion for someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows Celine Dion's cousin's dog walker. That's what it sounded like. And again, everyone's eyes are rolling over miserable Milk. The black hair is horrible. I literally have written Milk horrible. Just because she is. And the shade at Shangela for when she was acting diva and grand is your own insecurity starting to show. Yeah, you might have a Marc Jacobs ad campaign. You might have all of this. That's as a boy. I think you're starting to realize Shangela might not be in Vogue and on covers of magazines, but you're seeming pretty threatened by good old little Miss Hallelujah Shangela. And it was showing when you were in rehearsals that day. Anymore, I think my favorite moment is just going to be Chi Chi DeVayne because she always does something that is a favorite moment. Last week when she ate her earring, which we did not talk about, that's a favorite moment. And this week she was hairspraying her sewing machine. It's a very quick clip, so you have to go through the episode and find it. It is all of 2 seconds, but she is just sitting there, her sewing machine. Chi Chi DeVayne was what we call redeemed this episode. She went from the bottom to saying, you want to fuck with me? Here I am. Chi Chi DeVayne. With her little fucking Patti LaBelle getup. Now, in the Divas Spectacular, Kennedy as Janet was horrible. She did not know the words. She did not look like Janet Jackson. She didn't embody Janet Jackson. She was Kennedy Davenport pretending to try to be Janet Jackson. It was a fail. And this was Kennedy's challenge to win. Her and Shangela, this was it. Aja as Amy Winehouse, forgettable, safe, clear middle of the pack. Good for you. Chi Chi DeVayne as Patti LaBelle. Got my entire life. I wanted to miss Patty's pie. God bless. Welcome back to the top. I told you last week she was going to get her shit together and be on the come up. Trixie is Dolly Parton. What a stretch. No, she's not favored by producers or World of Wonder, which give her and Katya her own show, but here, you look like this. Let me give you that character to do. Okay. Thorgy is Stevie. Bye. Ben de la Creme is Julie Andrews doing Call Me Mother was one of the funniest things I've ever fucking seen on RuPaul's Drag Race. Whoever in production and writing and all of that came up with that idea deserves their own Emmy. Julie Andrews, guess who's back in the house? Heels click clacking about fine fashion. I mean, I can't. It was so good. It was so funny. But again, that's Ben's character. So it's starting to look like who's getting the good at it, who's not, who's being favored, who's not. It's starting to... Drag Race, your mask is slipping a little bit. Bibi Zahara Benet as Diana Ross. She just stood there again. It's enough. I can't. Vile. My favorite look on the runway, the category was Ru-dumptions. It's you take whatever horrible critique you got on your worst look and you do it over and come back doing what Aja did. Aja's look that she recreated was the worst thing I have ever seen on RuPaul's Drag Race, in all 9 seasons, plus the 3 All-Stars. But when she came out in that fucking fire volcano gown for her redemption, my jaw dropped in the middle of the bar I was at. I was screaming at the TV. She looked phenomenal. As I said in the first video, Aja is not one to sleep on, and she's not here to fucking play games with these girls. She got a designer, she got a hair designer, she has her shit together, and she is going to give it to these kids if she does not get eliminated sometime soon. That crown is hers for the taking. Mark my words about it. My least favorite, do I need to say it? It was Milk. No. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying you. I am truly now lactose intolerant. I do not like milk. I do not like dairy. I don't like cheese. She's horrible. I don't think there's anything she's going to be able to do that makes me like her this season. It's just becoming too much. Her crying about being safe. You clearly deserve to be in the bottom 2, above Kennedy. So just be grateful you weren't somehow. And Shangela turned that performance out. I was so happy to not see a kick, not see a backflip, not see a split, not see a death drop. That just shows how far Shangela has come from her first 2 seasons, because she was normally would just be like kick, kick, turn, shablam, hallelujah. But she took a number that she probably would not ever do and turned it the fuck out. So Shangela wins the lip sync for your legacy. She gets the 10 grand and she has to eliminate, I think it was between Thorgy and Kennedy Davenport. Thorgy ends up getting eliminated. She acts all sorts of a fool. She's just talking shit. Her and Milk need to go on their own show on a private island alone. Goodbye. I cannot. I can't. I was half right about my predictions for this week, so let me think. Next week, I think the bottom is going to be Milk. I just hope. And Chi DeVane. She's not going to be good at an improv acting challenge. She's going to be marching her way in her little pink pumps down the runway to the bottom of the pack again. So that is the tea for this week. Thank you guys for all of the support that you gave the video last week. We're not getting the 10,000 views we used to get every other week because I don't have the following on YouTube that Maddox has. But remember to keep sharing the video, subscribe to my channel, share it with all of your friends, comment. As you see, I interact with you. We only had 1 negative comment last week. What a surprise. I was pretty blown away. Keep pressing thumbs up on the video. We have almost 200 thumbs up and we have 7 thumbs down. So for the 7 thumbs down, you guys are probably Milk's fans and it's all 7 of them. So thanks for watching What's the Tea. Tune in next week with me, Logan Hardcore. I think I'm going to have a guest next week. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe I will. So keep letting me know what you think down in the comments. And until next week, keep on keeping on in the spirit of Chi DeVane.